This week, GOP leaders say time is running out for them to meet with Governor Tony Evers as they've been negotiating a tax relief plan for Wisconsinites. It was also this week that Senate Majority Leader Devin LeMahieu said that it's imperative that they meet in person with Governor Evers. And all of this comes as we've had new revenue projections showing that the state is in good fiscal health, but yet both sides are still not really any closer, it seems, to reaching a deal.
Well, it seems like Republican leaders want the governor in the room personally to talk to them one-on-one. The governor wants her staffs to meet, hammer out the actual details, and have a final package that he comes in and seals the deal essentially. Looking at the numbers, they're not bad. They could have been worse. You know what's coming on in D.C. with the tariffs and the uncertainty. We're in good shape for this biennium to finish June 30th of fiscal year with $4.3 billion, a little bit better than we were before. A little bit less revenue growth the next 2 years. Why is that important? That surplus is one-time money. Use it for ongoing costs. You put yourself in a hole for the next budget. So my question is going to be how they structure this tax package and everything else in the budget to try to have a bigger hole in 2027. A long ways away, I know. Have a bigger hole to deal with in the future.
Also this week, all eyes were on Milwaukee, of course, dealing with Milwaukee County Judge Hannah Dugan as she appeared for her first court appearance in federal court. Of course, she pleaded not guilty to allegedly helping a man evade immigration officials last month. Now, why we want to talk about this case, of course, it's in the national spotlight, but also kind of the politics of this, right? I mean, it was this week that there was a legal defense fund that was set up for Dugan's on her behalf. But also when you read that website at the very end, it also indicates that she wants to return to the bench, which is a big if, especially how this case goes.
Yeah, look, the second she hired people like Paul Clement and Steve Skupik and had a multi-person legal team, people are telling me she's going to have a legal defense fund. You can't afford that legal team on a judge's salary. Lo and behold, the legal defense fund, it has, because of this desire to return to the bench, number of restrictions. Remember, from Milwaukee County, no lobbyists, no lawyers working in Milwaukee County, et cetera. However, not going to be a problem for her to raise money. And talking to people about this possibility, they said, look, this is a national cause right now because there is so much energy against Donald Trump from Democrats. They're looking for ways to express themselves, to fight back. This is an avenue to do that. She should have no problems raising money from a national network of donors for this defense fund.
All right, and we also just want to, of course, recap as many Republicans were in Rothschild, Wisconsin, which is near Wausau, for their annual state convention. And this comes as the party was really trying to hit the reset button, find some answers after a series of election defeats statewide, but also back-to-back spring election defeats by double digits after the conservative candidate Brad Schimmel lost to Susan Crawford just this past April.
Look, Donald Trump's victory in November is like the lone bright spot in recent history of Republican statewide elections. The question is, was that a one-off? Can you recreate that coalition in other elections? They haven't in spring elections so far. The electorate has shifted toward Democrats. When I first started doing this many years ago, Republicans had the advantage every spring electorate. It was older, whiter, more conservative, more suburban. Guess what? Suburban people, they vote Democratic these days. Urban people are more engaged in spring elections. Everything has changed in that dynamic. Republicans want some answers. They have this postmortem that Brian Schimmel, the state party chair, has ordered. The question is, what will they don't already know? They know Democrats are raising more money than they are right now. They know the electorate has changed in the spring. They know the challenge for Rebecca Bradley, conservative justice who says she's going to seek re-election next spring. Can they find an answer, a coalition to solve their problem next April? It remains to be seen.
Right, and that post-election analysis, Schimmel told me, is likely going to be done sometime in June. So, like I said, if they will get some answers out of it, we'll see. All right, that will do it for this week. Thanks so much for joining us.